All right, welcome back to the Extra Chromosome Podcast. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Michael and Samuel.
Hi.
Yo.
Alrighty.
So, boys, anything interesting happened to you over this past week?
Nothing.
Not particularly, no.
Shall we get into topics then?
I guess. I thought something would happen to you guys at least. Holy shit. Jesus, anything happened to you? Like, I've at least brought something out.
No, I live kind of a mundane life.
Yeah, but now you got a car. Like, you ever got into
You
like
have a
street
car, you have a
racing and,
job, but like these are like two different opportunities to like experience stuff outside.
I mean, unless you want, people.
Did some other girl come up to you and have a TikTok dance and you just looked at her and laughed?
No one was dancing. There's no TikTokers. There's no monkeys monkeying around. All right, it was just
I didn't even mention that, but okay.
you were suggesting.
Since you're Mexican, this always happens out here in LA all the time. Is Mexicans always like to race each other, even in like big piece of shit cars. Do you guys have a lot of street races in Texas?
I'm not too sure about that, but I can tell you every fucking day at night, it always happens. It never misses. There's always one person that just speeds down the road where I'm at, and I just hear, and then it's gone. I fucking hate it.
So can you smoke somebody in your, as you say, your fly ass ride, as you always claim?
Yeah, it has a sports mode.
Oh,
sports mode. Like,
yeah,
it gets tennis shorts on. Or can you explain what a sports mode is?
They go faster.
I'm new to cars.
Well,
sports mode. It removes off the traction control and allows gears to shift faster.
Yeah.
I thought that was like fictional. Like, you have your neutral, your drive, your reverse, and there's just like an S for sport or something.
Oh no, my dad's Nissan has that. It has a normal mode and a sports mode where it literally just switches gears really quick and it takes off the traction control.
But yeah, and I can't drive my car until I get the backlight fixed. No, no. The backlight fixed. Yeah.
What happened? Did like a cop pull you over? He's like, "Hey, you got a busted headlight beaner."
Got a busted light.
Just like hit it. Like,
whoa, that's a fine.
Uh-oh. Wow. Looks like you stumbled upon the wrong side of town, buddy.
I did get a bulb replaced.
That would never happen because he's so white and he speaks so white though. Like, I can't imagine him going like, "Oh, hombre." He'd probably be like, "Hey."
That's why he was even more suspicious. Like, wait a minute.
Yes, officer.
Speaking English to me? This don't sound right.
There's no accent in that voice. I guess you're free to go. Wait, eyes, brown. All right, this doesn't make sense.
You have a car, right, Sam?
No, I don't have one.
Why?
I'm too scared to drive. Dude.
Why? Don't be a pussy. Just get one.
No, it's because it's the whole like right hand. Like when you're driving, I can't see the right side of the car, so that what terrifies me. Like I can see the left side pretty fine, and if I like turn on the left.
Oh no shit! You're closer to the left side.
Yeah, I know that. Like if I could like see both sides perfectly, I would be totally okay. But I can't, so it always stresses me out.
I was gonna say maybe Sam doesn't want to drive because he was scared of California drivers. Because holy shit,
so bad.
I'm sure you heard that meme. Oh, California drivers are the worst. It is legit. It's like legit. They don't know what turn signals are.
If there's one criticism Mike can say about California that's valid, is drivers. They are the worst. Dude.
Or have you ever just trying to like see people get out of parking or in a parking lot? I swear, someone almost dies every parking lot I'm in.
So many times people slam their brakes to the road I'm on. Like every single time you just hear. Because like these fuckers don't know anything. There was like two exits next to each other because someone was trying to get out of behind a work building and the other one was trying to get out of an apartment complex, and for no reason the guy in front of the other one turning out decided to turn out with him, and they almost crashed. Like he looked at him, he saw them moving, and then they both turned out and almost crashed into each other, going like. And not even a mile per hour. It's just so bad. And every single time I'm fucking walking like to cross the street, there's always like motherfuckers going like before me when I'm walking or like right after I cross them. If I stopped for like a second, I'd get hit by a car every single fucking time. And it's not them choosing it, because I remember someone stopped and like they didn't want me to get hit by a car, and they were like honking the horn at them like, "Hey, hit that motherfucker! He's walking in this street right here! I can't believe it!"
Second to worst of drivers in California are bicyclers. Our bicyclers are absolutely the worst. They think they're a vehicle, and they also think that they're also pedestrians, and they will cut you off in front of your car. What was it, like 2 months ago? My cousin fucking ran over some fucking bicycler. Luckily, it was fine.
Bicyclists.
He just like rolled over the hood and stuff, but basically he just like was under the assumption like the car's brakes would like instantly stop for him and just cut her off, and no, she just fucking hit that fucking rolled on his hood, on her hood and shit.
What the fuck? Why would she think that? What?
Like he just like did it like right in front of her, she was braking, but hey, the car has speed. Shit doesn't stop on the dime.
I have no problem with people biking on a sidewalk, but like when they're in the street and they think they're like a car, or it's kind of weird.
Oh,
Like,
share
out
the
of their bike
road,
lane.
dude.
No, like they have a huge ass fucking bike lane here, yet still motherfuckers are like in the street. Like I don't mind if you're on the sidewalk, just like if I'm walking the other way, or if I'm like in front of you, like go to the fucking bike lane and go around me. I don't care. Like that's just common sense. But some people are just like, "Excuse me." It's like, what? No, you have a bike lane, you fucking retard. Holy shit. We have a walk lane. It's the sidewalk. You have a bike lane. I don't know. I feel like
Oh.
someone in their 30s fucking complaining about this shit, but it pisses me off.
It sounds like a meme, but now legit, they just need to kill themselves. They just need to like go into a freeway with their bike and just throw themselves under a fucking semi. Jesus. I'm getting angry, and I don't want to go on and on about fucking
cyclists. Yeah,
I hate cyclists.
I wouldn't want our words to be misconstrued. We're not saying all Californians, because most of the Californian population is not white. It is, I believe, it's Hispanic. So that would be a race crime for us to say minorities kill themselves. No, we wouldn't want that. We're just saying if you're a horrible bicyclist, maybe think about.
Oh yeah, we're seeing since you're in California and you're gonna drive a bicycle that probably doesn't belong to you.
Ride a bicycle.
Yeah, well, a bicycle you probably stole from the kid down the street. At least stay on the bike lane, yeah. Because we know that's not your bike.
And maybe perhaps drive a scooter. That could be cool. Electric scooter.
Oh, they meant like a razor, scooter.
No, never mind. Scratch that. A razor scooter. That'd be cool.
Downtown is absolutely filled with those electric scooters. There's people who deliver Uber Eats on that. I didn't even know that.
Wait, what? Why?
I told you like there's a bicyclers.
Yeah.
There's scooter men too.
Do we live in the future?
No, we live in autist land where people are driving fucking scooters like fucking children down the street, delivering our food.
This is so fucking stupid. Why would anyone? Oh my god. I'd be pissed if I was you. I would never. Fuck that. No.
Yeah, because I told you I was visiting my girlfriend's brother in downtown. Oh, with her, and we ordered food, and our food was fucking like 45 minutes late because some asshole wanted to ride a bike.
Were they fat when they rolled up?
No, it was like a Mexican guy. He's like, hey man, I brought you your food, man. I'm like, thanks, dude. And then I brought the food, and it was fucking cold as shit. I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah, well.
All cyclists should die.
White ones. I don't want to be racist.
No, all of them. Like as soon as you hop on a bike, you literally just become a different race. Not even like minority. You just become like scum of the fucking earth.
I think that's
you become a cyclist.
I think it's when you want to kill everyone is when your message kind of gets changed. Like Hitler, he was only mad at the bankers, right? So he should just killed all the German bankers, not all the Jews. Like I think that's where he took a step in the wrong place.
Yes, I mean I think he did okay. I mean.
He did okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he did all right.
It could have been worse, guys. Come on, let's be real here.
All right, let's explore that. What do you mean?
Okay, think about this: like 6 million more Israeli soldiers. Come on, Palestine.
Okay. So now you're on fucking Israel's against Israel.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
I've been pro-Palestine. I've been pro-Palestine forever.
Why?
Because they have their land stolen. As someone who's half their land being stolen, I don't like that.
I don't know how you can be half your land being stolen.
Mexicans get their land stolen. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they got their land, California, dude.
Well, good. Like they literally handed over the shittiest part to white people.
No, California was the best part. It was only like Americanization that made it bad.
No,
Like
California sucks.
if California belonged to Mexico, it would probably be the best part of Mexico.
That's a lie.
no, it wouldn't. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, because there wouldn't be beheadings. I mean, that'd be the only good part.
Yeah, and awesome weather and beaches. Actually, yeah,
Awesome
there'd
weather.
be no oil rigs in the beaches. I don't think so. Awesome beaches. I
There'd
could go
be
down to the
poverty
beach.
everywhere.
There
Yeah, but I
already is
mean,
poverty
was
everywhere.
that going to change anything? No, because they get the they get the San Francisco gold mines, so now they're kind of
Well,
rich.
Oh, there's a liquor store every other street. All right, great.
Woo!
all right. You know, funny you should say that because Sam, because Cheese has an interesting article about California. I take it away,
If
Cheese.
you know, cheese and articles are always interesting.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
always read them. You know,
all the
I'm very
time.
knowledgeable about this one. It says right here, Bay Area calls on the homeowners to help house homeless residents. As the as the Bay Area continues to struggle under the weights of its homelessness crisis, officials are now nonprofits are asking local residents to do more than hand out meals or donate spare change. They're asking them to open up their homes. Oh, isn't that
All right.
lovely?
Fuck.
Now this is interesting because two reasons. We just went through the tenants, arguing for homeowners to go to hell. Landlords, I hate them, all that bullshit.
Whoa, what do you
And
mean
most
by
of that
homeowners?
homeowners, like people who own homes.
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong with that?
Well, because like they didn't want to pay so much rent because of COVID. Like when COVID first hit and people weren't getting their jobs, so then they couldn't pay rent. They're just like, oh, I hate doing basic stuff. So when all that happened, it's really interesting because they're all against homeowners, and now homeowners themselves are like, hey, maybe I should take in homeless people, and be a good person and all that. So
No, it's not even that. That's not. No, it's not the homeowner saying. It's the
what
fucking state saying, "Hey, you
Yeah.
know what? Could you like take off, Cracky
no,
McGee
it
from
says
your
Bay
house?"
Area. The whole state isn't the Bay Area.
Well, it's the Bay
This
Area
is the San
people.
Francisco,
Yeah,
and which I mean was still
it's
a place
only a matter of
where
time
they
before
hated
because a
homeowners.
lot of stuff that goes from San Francisco trickles down to like L.A. and then so forth and so
And then
forth.
it stops there because there's no other Bay Areas.
Okay,
No,
well, are you
California
San
has a
for?
Diego is a
homeless
great
problem. What are you
place.
talking about? It'll go
Are,
from like Bay Area to L.A. then probably anywhere else.
Well, I mean, okay, if you think about it, how much of California's population is Hispanic? They have those extended families. They already have like all their rooms full. So,
so you're
um,
for this, Sam?
no, I think I'm neither for or against it. If you have the extra land and you want to give it to a homeless person, I'm not against that. But I don't think people should be forced. I don't
What
think
if
it's
your
really a bad
city
idea.
said, "Hey, you gotta go take in Johnny the crackhead"?
Exactly, like I said, it shouldn't be. I mean, I love Johnny the Crackhead, but
No, not that one.
oh, okay.
The black one.
Yeah, the black one,
Oh,
not
okay.
the cool
Oh,
one.
I didn't know that we knew a black Johnny who was also a crackhead, but okay.
Oh, it's Jamal the
Uh,
crackhead. Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
well, I mean, he already has residence in Cheese's house, but other than that, I I'd say no because I don't like being forced to do things. But if I
Okay.
wanted to do it out the kindness out of my heart, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Okay. Let's say you want to do it out of the kindness of your heart. So you would adopt like
Okay,
5 homeless people.
okay, why five? I just wanted Johnny the Crackhead.
Cause why not?
You need to choose your homeless people because if I could
Uh-huh.
choose like those hot runaway like 18-year-olds or whatever, then
You know what?
maybe.
That's fucking Epstein Island. You're not choosing
Oh no! Hey, hey,
homeless
hold
runaways.
on.
Oh, these
All the
runaways.
15-year-old
Yeah,
girls.
all the girls you got fucking the talk out of it are just like, hey, you should come live on this island. It'd be pretty cool. They
They're
don't
not
they
home.
don't see you like a real woman like I
Hey,
do.
girl, I have a house. Girl, you want to come to my house?
They're not
God,
homeless. They're not runaways. He just went to their house and
you're
abducted them.
you're gonna be like the reoccurring character from
Yeah,
Catch a
but I
Predator.
want to choose my hobo. I don't want like a hand-me-down hobo. I want to choose mine.
A
Can
hand me
like you
down.
line them
Yeah.
up like an adoption center?
Because hobos are like pets. You don't want a hand me down, I don't want a previously owned hobo. I want a pre-used
Yeah, I don't want like a couch surfing hobo. I want like a fresh hobo.
a
Thank
fresh
you.
one. Well,
Yeah.
are they even homeless? They're fresh.
Straight out of the homeless shelter.
What deems
Straight out of
homelessness?
mom's basement onto the streets. I want that one.
What deems homelessness? Because you
Not
cannot.
having a house. That's what
Yeah,
deems
but
home.
you don't have to own property to not be homeless. Because like you could rent, so you don't have a house.
If you have a shelter, then you're not
Yeah, I
homeless.
mean, but homeless people have shelter. They have homeless shelters.
Yeah,
There's a
and they
homeless
could be
shelter.
my house for like all the hot women.
Yeah, but what deems a fresh new homeless? And I mean, like, how many homeless people are like hot? Because like I see homeless people a lot, and like they're usually missing teeth, smell like
Well,
piss.
because like those are the pre-owned ones. Those ones are
Pre-owned.
those are already broken hobos.
They were
Yeah.
they were already traded at
They're like,
GameStop for like $2.
there you go.
Those
Yeah.
those were pre-owned. Like they've been places and got kicked out. Like so in downtown LA, there's always like college kids who got kicked out of like their parents because I ran away because I didn't want to be with my parents anymore. It's always like some like dumb blonde or like some hot girl. I'll take those ones in.
So you're gonna like kidnap people?
No, because I was like, hey girl, you want to go to my house? And she'd be like, yeah. Oh my god. I'm like,
So
okay.
wouldn't you be like, aren't you like 30, dude? Where
That's
you have a
fine.
family
I
or
think it means
something?
you're like I know your dad was a bad man. I could clearly see that, but I could be a better dad to you.
Get
It's a
away from
baby.
me.
It starts cooing.
It's like it's a
Your dad didn't hug
14-year-old
you enough,
child.
girl. I will tongue kiss you. Like, see, I could show better love than your dad. I
Get
could.
tongue
Okay.
kissing.
Ever heard of Jeffrey Epstein?
No, Jeffrey Epstein, he was a scumbag. I'm helping people out here.
Oh, your boyfriend beat you and left you on the side of the curb. Oh, the only punches I'm gonna give you are ones with my tongue. Come here, girl. That's what you're gonna say.
I'm just gonna tongue punch your fort box. That's it.
Good guy, Mike. Let's start that hashtag. I want
Yeah.
to see it.
Yeah,
You smell of Jared Fogle, dude, when you say shit like that.
mystical Mike over here, fucking giving people opportunities that they
Magic
never had.
Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Mike. It's fucking. It's insane. He hasn't been arrested yet for just manipulating young women out of their households and telling them to live with
I'm not
them.
telling them. They're not. No, they've already been out of their
You're-
households. I'm just corralling them in. Like when you see a stray cat and you bring them some food into your house. Like, come here.
You're like the Pied Piper who's like
I'm like-
singing a song instead of rats. It's like little children who are misguided.
I'm
You're
like,
just
hey,
like singing
girl,
them to your
I
house.
got an iPhone 12. Come here.
You're luring them away. This is not out of their own volition. What is there a ban that says free iPhones now?
Well, no, I'm giving a free iPhone to the homeless. I'm just helping them out. I'm getting their stuff together, getting their head straight.
The newly homeless who just left their house like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait outside of like a broken home and be like, oh hey, I hear you don't have a place anymore.
Wait outside of a park.
I give them masks with chloroform so they don't get COVID.
Wait outside of the fucking hospital. Newly born.
And my girlfriend, I think I don't think she would be okay with it, but you know what? I can open her eyes and be like,
She's just not open.
She's you need to keep your eyes open and your heart open.
Your heart open.
It's what
I don't live in the
Jesus
Bay
would want.
Area. I don't live in the Bay Area. So
I don't think there's a bay anywhere in your state.
Yeah. So yeah, I would not allow a nasty, filthy homeless person.
Yeah, that's why you get the cute ones.
What about instead of the Bay Area, it's the border area?
All right, maybe. Depends.
Like a
How old are
very
they?
distant
Wait, Sam. So
cousin.
you've never seen you ever seen like a girl who's like homeless? Like, oh man, it's a damn shame. You ever been like that?
Nope. They're all just smell like piss or missing teeth. I remember there was this one woman. I was at Carl's Jr. with my dad. I had to be like 14 or 15. And then she like digging out a trash can and she's like, I got it. And she like fucking held up like a little Carl's Jr. French fry pack. She's like, I can put this on top of the tree. She like scurried back between like whatever trash can she was in.
Did she at least have a fat ass on her?
Shut the fuck up.
No, but because think about it this way. Okay, so I'm in LA and in San Francisco. Okay, you know how many people run away from their states? Like they're like, I'm gonna go run away to LA and make myself big, and I wanna because all those people always like run away from like their states, and they think if they come to California or LA, their life's gonna change magically, but they end up like homeless.
Mhm.
So I prey on those.
Yeah, but I get the older ones who like who just come down here
Yeah,
for the
see,
better weather.
that's what we call trickle down economy. You get the fucking
down.
gross ones.
We
I
don't
get-
even we don't even get the top tier homeless people.
You get the nasty ones.
LA
Yeah.
takes everything, the sports teams, the
But you're,
homeless.
but you're by the border. Isn't there like a bunch of like hotties that like leap over the fence?
Yeah, but they have distant families who are just
Who
taking in,
cares?
like their tias and shit.
That's fine. You don't like some spicy mamacitas in your house?
They're not homeless if they have somewhere to go.
Well, they have somewhere to
This
go,
is-
but
That's kidnapping.
Like, he's not doing it like you. He's not luring them out.
No, you just say you're like, hey, mommy, need a place, and she's like, oh, see, and then you let her in, and she like cooks for you, and then she becomes your new wife.
She understands English and then speaks Spanish.
Do you know any Spanish, Sam?
I know a bit. No kidnapping phrases, unfortunately.
Si quieres torta, you give him a little tortilla.
You could probably
Terrible
make one in 2
people.
seconds.
So you're telling me you wouldn't want like a trad Mexican wife?
A trad. What? Can you explain that verb to me?
A traditional Mexican wife. Like stays home, cooks for you. She's like, "Hi, puppy, good to see you back." You're like, I had a hard day at the pizzeria, baby.
I don't know. I mean, unless that's how she felt like being.
She's Mexican in the ass.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if she was like raised that way, I'd feel pretty bad.
Why?
Raised that way? Why?
Like she's already like pre-broken, you know. Like you don't have to break her anymore. She's fine.
That's what I'm talking about. I'd feel pretty bad if I genuinely like them. I'm not gonna like haul anyone around I don't care for.
So what, you want to go date her on the streets before you bring her into your house?
No, that's not what I was saying. I don't know.
You're gonna pimp her out.
No,
the home race.
Then she'd just be outside, and then Mike would steal her from me.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he wouldn't. He would want pre-owned. And she'd just be like rubbish. Actually, that's not a bad idea then.
Well, it's newly pre-owned. Maybe Mike might consider.
I'd be like, oh, you talk to Sam.
We still haven't established what homelessness is. How could it
no house, no home?
But
look,
people rent.
Sam, if there's not
you can live in a trailer and you're not homeless.
If there's not a structure above their head, that moment they're homeless. That's it.
So first of all, I'm not saying houseless. If I said houseless, then yeah, they don't got a house. Homeless means nowhere to sleep, nowhere to be.
Okay, but the trailer part, like if you live in a trailer,
that's not homeless people. Those are
what
just
if you live in your car?
That's just being trashy. Those are trashy people.
Yeah, because they chose to live in their car.
That's way
it's not out here saying, "Oh, hey,
they could have killed themselves." God damn it!
Don't adopt a trashy person. California's not saying you can adopt a trailer trash. They're saying adopt a homeless person. You know.
Woo! Thank God. Now instead of getting the fairly decently smelling person who lives in their trailer, I'm gonna get Jim, who fucking sleeps on the bus and smells like piss.
Oh, that's why you wash him up. Like you ever seen Pretty Woman? You know, he's like, you dress him up, make him fancy.
I care about my pipes, my plumbing.
Who gives a shit?
Why do you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with your plumbing?
What's wrong with your butthole?
Whatever comes off that creature, the little critters, is gonna be horrible.
That's why I said you don't get a pre-owned one, because the pre-owned ones, they have already caked on dirt. They already have wear and tear on them.
We have our pre-owned ones. You're talking about kidnapping.
I'm not kidnapping if they're already if they willing to agree to come live with me.
They left their house. They went into my van with the iPhone.
I'll be like, you don't need to wear those dirty clothes anymore. In fact, you don't need to wear any clothes at all if you're around my house. It's fine.
In fact, you don't even need to wear these fingerprints. Hold on, let me burn them off. Here we go, Mamacita. You're free now.
Complimentary chloroform rag, perhaps.
Yeah, chloroform mask. She doesn't want him to get COVID.
Yeah.
See, I mean, at least, so all I'm hearing is this is not a problem. Is all I'm hearing.
What I'm saying
unless you're upper class, then it's not a problem.
It's very much a problem, and I think I should be reporting you to the local authorities, if anything.
Why? They haven't passed this in L.A. yet.
Hey, babe, let's go to San Francisco for no reason at all.
Dude, San Francisco's expensive as shit to live. I ain't living out there.
There's plenty of top tier homeless there.
Yeah, because think about it. Think of all those hippie girls who are homeless, who are they're usually some cute ones inside.
They're hippies. They chose to be homeless.
Yeah, so take one in.
It's kidnapping.
No, it's not kidnapping. Okay, so when I go to a fucking adopt a child, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm kidnapping this kid if I'm adopting.
No, you sign in forms and then make them legally your child. You don't just
They're signing
free
forms.
iPhone, free iPhone.
It's a law to bring a homeless into your house.
Free iPhone.
So you go on hobomeet.com and you go click the hobo and that's my hobo.
Mike, there's a difference. You're saying you're gonna go round up some homeless people. What the law says you're gonna get homeless Jim. You're gonna get crackhead Johnny, the black one, to get into your house.
No, I don't want that one. I want to choose. As I said, there needs to be
you can't choose with this law. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I can.
You choosing is you kidnapping them.
That's not fair.
Not
If you
at
can't
all.
choose, then
Of course, it's not fair. You're forced to get.
Oh yeah,
people
so
in
when
your
you go
house.
and adopt a kid, you're like, hey, I don't want the black one. Like I want the white one. You're like, no, you're kidnapping the white one.
You're kidnapping the white one, have the black one. Is
Because
that what you're saying?
you get to choose the dog you adopt. You get to
Well,
choose
Yeah.
the kid. Why can't I choose the hobo?
Because there's no law that's saying you
That's
need
what
to
they're
have a dog.
passing, a law.
Yeah, but that I know. And this law is saying that you need to have a homeless Jim to go into your house.
No, they didn't say homeless Jim. They just said you can have a hobo in your house.
They're
What
gonna
were they-
probably gonna find a system that's more profitable for the homeless people. And
Yeah, I'm helping them out.
the women are gonna be like, do I want to be in this house with a man who loves his wife and is probably not going to sexually harass me, or this man where I can smell the cum from a mile away, who's like, hey, I can give you a free iPhone. Want to live in here? Oh, go in the other room, babe.
I don't think you know a damn thing about philanthropy. You know that?
I can smell the like fucking lawsuits on you. This like law when in action. You'd be like, we need a white man, no plates, clean plates.
I'm not white. See, I'm brown. See, like I'm very disarming.
Yes.
Because they say white people are now Mexicans are cool.
No, I want to go on the other side.
And if I'm like, hey, come to my house, she's like, no, you're a rapist. I'm like, oh, so you're Trump supporter? She's like, no, I'm really not. I'm like, no, it's okay, Trumpy, it's fine. And she's like, no, I take it back.
Yeah, but she'll see the feather crown on your head and she'll be confused.
Well, either this is good news or bad news. At least one of the programs recently ended because of the lack of landlord interest.
Mike, you got to move to San Fran.
That's expensive.
Well, it's not gonna be legal for you to kidnap homeless people.
Mike will be one of the homeless then. If he has
Yeah,
to move there.
I'll be like, can I choose like to be adopted by like a single white woman?
Can I choose to be adopted by a million?
Or like I could get adopted by like a white couple and I could be like the bull.
A white woman who hates her husband, thinks he's horrible in bed.
You can be their fairy.
I could be the Mexican with the heart of gold.
Yeah, but then you could get adopted by like Fritzia.
You can teach the white people humanity, with your Trails of Tears story or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, he's just gonna cry and cry. All right, yeah, that sounded too good for Mike. Now he just can't wait to be homeless.
You see them waste the pizza crust, you start crying. You use all parts of the pizza.
Yeah, unless it's from Domino's and he fucking bees a little bitch about it, is unthankful because there's no cheese in the crust, like a little piece of shit.
Stuffed crust is great, all right?
They can Pizza Hut is just fucking disgusting, buttery fucking crust.
Yes, it is. I agree.
And like those retards don't cook, that's why you don't tip them.
Yeah, like that Little Caesars is horrible too. It's really bad. It's really
I think they're actually a step above. I would tip those guys.
Yeah, and the ones from Domino's too. They're pretty cool.
All right, well,
that was homeless people.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was homeless people.
I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you're a very old living hobo. That's kind of cool.
I'm gonna be a hobo now. Sam, can you adopt me?
No, I would probably kill you. I'd probably
probably kill me. Holy
shit!
shit!
Area kill you. Yes, by accident though. I'd give you affectionate hug. So strong it would just snap your neck. I don't even know how that would happen.
It'd be like Jack the Ripper but for hobos.
For cheese.
Just for cheese.
Ethnic people?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a pretty good topic here that I thought was pretty good. I think you guys will enjoy this. Armed robber penis slaps woman in the face after she refuses to hand over the cash. An armed robber repeatedly penis slapped a woman in the face after she refused to hand over the cash, police said. Two masked men allegedly knocked on the back door of 31-year-old victim's Miami house at 3 a.m. Tuesday as she was sleeping. Her father-in-law answered. They forced their way past, demanding they hand over any money and property. When he said he had none, they kicked down the door to the 31-year-old woman's bedroom, putting a gun in her head, and they screamed, "Bitch, where's the money?" One man shouted. He then removed his manhood from his pants, and used it to hit her in the face. When she stated she didn't have any money, the duo stole two TVs valued at $600 before fleeing. Cops are now hunting the pair.
This sounds like the setup to like a horrible porn.
The woman
Like,
thinks she
like a
saw her
great-
gunman take money from a bank the previous
Yeah.
evening and had followed her home.
Because it's like you knock down the door and like the two bulls come in. They're
How'd
like,
she-
we're here to steal money, and then like the weak pitiful man's like, oh, I don't have any money, and then like they just pull him aside, and then he's like an old, like, as a Mike would call it, gilf, and then it's like, do you have any money? Oh, you don't have money, or we're gonna take something else as valuable.
What,
mean,
you're
that's-
fucking your face? Like we're literally mushroom stamp you to death?
Well, I said it was a setup to a horrible porno.
See, I have one big problem with this immediately is the woman thinks the gunman saw her take money from the bank the previous evening and had followed her home. I think okay, so what race do you think these people are? Obviously,
Well,
dick-slapping
come
hard.
on.
There's probably one like big white guy, and then maybe another Mexican or black guy, because they usually hang around
Yeah,
this
so
crowd.
she saw some brown people at the bank, and she seemed,
Yeah.
those are the same brown people.
I
who,
saw
you know,
one
followed
brown
me home.
person. It's
Also,
probably
don't
white.
Don't
and
they usually wear
Mexican.
like balaclavas? Like, is that what they always wear?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
ski masks?
Well, that's why they. Okay, so what really happened was she saw two nice, upstanding citizen black men
With
were
big
just
lips, and she's
driving.
like, "Oh, I recognize those
Oh,
lips anywhere." And
Well,
then
yeah, they were upstanding men, and she was worried. She was like, "Oh, I don't know if I feel good about this neighborhood. I didn't know they moved in here." So she went home immediately for thousands of dollars, and she hid him in a bank vault. And then here, knocking down the doors, are just these two regular white men who are impoverished or poor. But since they have balaclavas on, they can't. She can't tell what race they are because they hide their face so well. And so her racist mind just thinks it was the upstanding citizens I saw the other day, and she gets scared, she's terrified, and then I think that I genuinely think that's what happened. I feel like this was yet another victory for the left. We
This
got rid
is-
of some racist
no,
people.
I think
This
I think she recognized the lips. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. She saw the
Well, yeah,
proud
I mean,
lips.
okay, name me the
No, no,
three
no, no.
things that stick out of a balaclava.
Your
The
lips.
eyes, the nose, and the lips. Yes. So of course she's gonna be like,
Right, red.
lips. No, I know which one this was.
Lips. That's great.
The nose isn't as wide, but I mean,
Well, it's
Proud
it's
nose,
blending
proud
in with the
lips. I saw that yesterday.
maybe it's
No,
his
no, no,
mother.
No, this is how I know they're white. All right, it's because the quote is, "Bitch, where's the money?" But if it was a black guy, it'd be, "Damn, bitch, where's the money?"
Why would he say damn bitch?
No, let me see.
'Cause-
Damn bitch.
Yeah. Are you
Unless she was
appropriating
fat
black
and
folk?
had an ass, like
That's true. That's
that
true.
shakes
Yeah.
like it's got shocks, then maybe. But
Maybe
I
she
don't-
does.
Well,
Maybe that's
we
why
don't
he
have
was.
a picture of the woman. So
If
that's.
only.
But if it was a white man, he's being appropriate. Bitch, where's the money? That's more white men.
What if he was? What if he was just a
black
rich
thing? They
black
refer to
man?
all their women as black. What are you talking? I mean,
All,
bitch.
all
Sorry.
the
Well, maybe-
women as
maybe-
black.
Black.
Get your
That's
ass
not true.
over here.
Maybe they were white but doing blackface. And he was trying to sound black, so he said,
You
"Bitch."
know, and like he was just like pucking his lips out.
Like a duck.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, a duck bill. He's like,
He's like blackface and
Hey,
like duck flipping.
where's the money?
He pulled his bottom lip down.
I don't understand. He's like with his fucking fingers. He like stretches it out. Where's the money?
He put his
Maybe-
bottom lip down and used his tongue as the top lip.
Maybe he doesn't understand. I need to intimidate them a little bit more. He's like fucking put two fingers in their mask above their forehead. I said, where's the money?
It just sounds like a deaf guy's fucking robbing him. like maybe that's why she did say that. She told me
We
they have
have
money,
money.
but
We have money.
and we don't have money, and they kept asking. That's why these dicks
What-
slap.
what-
They're
They're
trying to
doing
get
something with their hands, but I guess they're rapping. It's just like really sign language. Like,
What if he was just trying to do like Morse code on her face with his cock? You know, like where's the money? Like,
where is the money? Where is the
No, since he's deaf, he saw her open her mouth. He's like, "Oh, okay." He just put his cock in there.
He's stupid. I think he was just trying to intimidate her. Because he couldn't pistol whip her or she'd die.
Why is
she's
that?
31 years old. How would a 31-year-old woman die to a pistol
Just-
whipping?
Lightly tap her.
She would filed for a lawsuit.
Oh yeah, for the gun manufacturers, you're right.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I need my gun," so he just dick slapped her
Mhm.
instead.
I really like the Second Amendment, so I'm gonna make sure this doesn't happen.
God, that's fucked. Imagine being mugged on the street and like you come to work, you have a black eye and shit, and they're saying I was mugged and they roughed me up. They're like, oh fuck, they beat you
This
up. Like,
wasn't in the street. This was in your house.
yeah, she got
You used
roughed
a
up by a
pistol?
cop.
No. Oh, thank God. Ooh.
He hit me with my dick. With
You know, guns kill people, right?
He hit me with.
So are we gonna have like a ban on cocks now? Is that what's gonna happen?
Everyone's trans.
Well, I mean, you see what happened to Mr. Hands. I mean, with evidence like that, we can't have another Mr. Hands situation on our hands. No pun intended.
Imagine getting a black eye from getting hit by a dick.
Yeah, but
That
that's
was
my topic. Right?
What a good topic.
Yeah,
that was penis slaps women.
I
Yeah.
think we should see if I would like to know if the penis was flaccid or hard to see whether or not she can file for battery. I assume that will be on the.
Isn't battery like taking
Is-
one person out of the other room or forcing another person in the other room?
No, that's
Are
kidnapping.
you stupid?
No,
That's fucking kidnapping. If you ever like grab someone and move them to another room, that's kidnapping.
that's not kidnapping. Okay,
That
definitely.
is.
Okay, I typed it up.
Forcing someone
You're
into another
fucking
location
retarded.
is kidnapping.
Why would battery
The
mean
result.
to move
Okay,
one
okay.
person to another room? There's
Just
no
like-
logic there.
Moving another person.
Why would you think that's battery? I'm trying to think of how you would think that's battery, but my head's hurting.
All right, I'm gonna stop talking.
Battery's abuse, physical abuse. Hitting someone is battery, not moving them to another room.
But Sam, so what are you going for? You know, you're saying if it was flaccid or hard, right?
Yeah, we would have to. I mean, I would try to see if we can get.
So
this
do you think the
illegal.
charges would be higher or lower if it was hard or flaccid? It's kind of like if you do an armed robbery, you know, with a handgun, like okay, that's a handgun. But if you do it with an assault rifle, you know, then you know it's an illegal weapon. So would having a hard cock be like the illegal weapon?
I think it depends if we do start labeling hard and soft penises as illegal and non-illegal weapons. I feel like they should be legal weapons, as legal as a fist. I can't imagine, I'd hit someone harder with my penis than I would my fist. That's just from an educated guess, of course.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it is kidnapping.
Yeah, no shit.
We already established you're stupid when you said battery was moving one person to another room. Don't worry.
I may have forgot what battery was. Okay.
What was kidnapping in your mind then? Not moving someone from another place?
Putting a freshly homeless man in your own home.
In your home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
All right,
Alright.
Cheese, do you have a?
Well, I'm done with this.
You have
Actually,
any
no, Sam.
cool
Do you
topics?
do you have a cool topic for us? Sam?
Yeah,
have a
Sam,
cool
where's your
topic?
topic? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've already stated before this article, not to say if I have any topics. And
Well, Sam, I have a question.
topics. I mean, we can talk about something. You want to talk about something? I have something cool to bring up. But if you have a question, we can talk about your question.
But so you got any cool riff? You got anything you want?
So I don't call it riff, but I mean, just bear with me. It just goes nowhere. That's fine. I can bring it down softly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I want to. Okay, I want to kind of talk about the Joe Rogan thing. And I think Spotify is affecting all podcasts. I haven't checked back on like other podcasts I listen to, like Who's Right, that
No.
probably suffer from this. But
It's funny that you mentioned that. Sorry to cut you off, Sam. So Cheese, as I was uploading a recent episode of the Extra Chromosome Podcast, please check it out. They gave me a
they are
warning.
checking it out.
They gave me a warning about what I'm uploading. Then they have like a before it was never a thing, and now they give me like a warning and things you can't say. So you can't say stuff like misinformation, any inciting any hateful speech, and it was like a big thing I didn't read. But what I did find funny was you can't say COVID is fake, obviously, right? But it says you can't also say that AIDS is fake. Also, I don't think there's ever been one person who says AIDS is fake.
I would like to break the ice and say that all of us here at the Extra Chromosome Podcast do believe AIDS are real, and only gay people can bring them around. So we do think they're real. We are just doing what Spotify tells us to say. I mean, these are our actual beliefs.
We are following Mr. Spotify's orders.
Mr. Fi's orders.
Mr.
John
Spotify.
Spotify himself sent me that message.
Yeah,
because we're his favorite podcast.
But yeah, continue. I just wanted to tell you that because when I was uploading an episode, I've never seen that little thing until I started uploading, and it was like, oh, do they meet all this criteria? Then you shouldn't upload it.
They started taking off some of I'm pretty sure Mike knows. They started taking off some of those episodes. And as you also know, I was trying to listen to this whole thing, and I kind of gave up at 21. So I kind of wonder how many of those I listened to that are gone. I remember his first episode. He talked about how a transgendered man's penis probably looks like a chimpanzee's penis that's been shrunken down and beaten. That was very funny. I thought that was hilarious. That's probably gone.
Did you ever say the N-word?
No, but he did talk about. Not the ones I listened to, but
they removed 120 episodes of him saying the N-word.
Yes, and some of them were saying Arnold Schwarzenegger, because apparently that's enough context to get you canceled. Saying someone's name, if we said John A. Remember, yes, because they used that in his little compilation. Because I'm not wrong. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was like, "Wow, I can't wait to talk to Joe Rogan. I love his podcast." And in the compilation, one of the times they say he says the N-word is just him saying Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, there we go.
Oh, we're canceled. Mr. Fi, I'm sorry. It's his name. I mean, what else? What am I going to say?
You're saying the N-word.
That's fine.
It's his name!
No, it's not. That's not his name. His name's Arnold, buddy.
Okay, well, anyways, Arnold Schwarzenegger, whenever they say his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Le fromage.
They make it seem like it's a racial slur when it's really just his name. I mean, when I was a kid, I was always worried about saying Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Le fromage.
Because every single time I'd say anything near that, I'd get beaten up. So it was something I was scared of. But regardless of that tangent, back to Joe Rogan. Have you guys been witnessing some episodes that you've been listening to of other podcasts being gone or anything?
Well, I mean, there's one, but it was understandable. Not really understandable. Biggest problem in the universe. It wasn't really a Spotify thing. It was a YouTube thing. They removed an episode because Dick Masterson made a joke that was clearly a joke, saying that maybe Bob Saget died from getting the booster shot, and he's now in hell getting fucked up the ass. Yes. Saying that had their whole episode removed off of YouTube entirely.
That's good. That's really good. That's really good. I mean, tasteless Dick Masterson, when he went on the Dr. Phil show and said that women are inferior to men, and he totally meant it.
They're stupid.
Mike, come here.
Hey, Mike. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, John Spotify, but
it's not all women. Sorry, Mr. Fi.
Not all Muslims, not all women,
They're all equal in my heart. They wear hoods.
Mike's views does not associate with
the Extra Chromosome Podcast.
It only reflects 1/3 of our views.
Yeah, there you go. That's fun with that.
My vote counts as a 1/3 of the votes because I'm a minority. That's why.
It's 3/5, but take what you want.
1/3.
So how do you guys? You guys don't really give me a response. How do you?
Okay, so what I do want to address here about the Spotify thing, because I reading about this and I didn't think it'd be that great to talk about, but did you know Joe Rogan made an apology about saying the N-word, not really, but about some joke he made that was a joke, and he really backtracked on it. He made his thing sound way worse. So he made a joke saying that, I'll just quote the joke. Man, dude, I went to I think it was Detroit or some Blackfield neighborhood or whatever. He's like, man, dude, I want you to go see Planet of the Apes. But dude, we walked into Planet of the Apes to go see Planet of the Apes. And then
that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good joke.
But the thing is, he apologized saying I'm not implying, Africa's a bad place or anything. I'm just saying that, I was just making a joke that was really bad, and I can't say quote for quote. I need the quote in front of me, but essentially he made himself sound like a racist piece of shit, worse than the actual thing. He could just been like, hey, I made a racist joke, whatever. But he tried to explain it I wasn't being racist, you see. It was like, well, dude, just say, yeah, I made a racist joke. He was trying to say it wasn't racist, what he said, no, it was clearly racist, but just say it was a joke. It's a joke.
Another thing I have a problem with is, so his podcast has been seen as the most renowned podcast. Everyone would always say Joe Rogan is the king of podcasting. I think people would still say he's the king. I'm sorry, still be right to say he's the king of podcasting. And so he's always had those jokes in there. For what the fuck is he on? Like 600, 200, somewhere around there.
He's
like
been around forever. He
Yeah.
used to do it when he used to sit on his couch back in the day.
What was it, like 2006 when he started? So from 2006
Yeah,
to
he started
now.
after Ricky Gervais, because Ricky Gervais started it, then he did it, then Bill Burr I think was even before that too. He
So
did his podcast
from 2006 to let's say a year ago, these jokes have been okay. No one has looked at these jokes and said, "Whoa, Joe, slow down."
But it's like
What you're
it's like
saying
the
is
same
horrible. No, so they've been okay with it because it's fine. They're jokes. They saw that it was jokes. It was okay, and no one had a problem with it. But now there's a problem with it. It's like, oh, how could you say these things? Wanna know why? Because it was a joke, and everyone saw it was a joke, and at least for the time, it was a joke. You can't keep people down to these standards. You can't invent these standards for people back then to know are the rules, and to be like, oh, well, that's not allowed anymore because we have new rules in place.
Well, see, I agree with that, but then a lot of people are like, well, you see, times change, okay, and you need to change with the times, so therefore, we need.
And he does. He does change with the times. He's not saying fucking N-word jokes now.
He should.
See, but you know what I find the problem with that is it's kind of erasing history, because even if we do this dumb, stupid angle of you can't say it anymore, and that's a product of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, okay, whatever, it's a product of the past, but why are you going to erase the past? If you wanted to make the argument look how shitty people were back then you could point to that. If you were that kind of person, you could point back to that. But if you're erasing that,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just saying. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'm starting to get angry here.
Oh, I saw this TikTok. It was complaining about how, hey, shut the fuck up, right?
Yeah,
it was explaining how everyone's getting offended that there's all these black characters getting on the food or whatever, like Aunt Jemima, right? Yeah.
Why? I would love an Indian guy to be on whiskey. That'd be cool.
He is firewater.
You mean wait a minute, Native American?
Yeah, wait, hold on. You have fucking what, Golden Lakes or whatever that butter brand is. Shut the fuck up. You have your own.
No, they took that off.
They took out Land O'Lakes. Yeah,
but it's essentially saying every colored or other race besides white is getting removed. If that's more racist than what they're doing.
It is. It is.
White people want a box of crackers.
Because the Democrats started the KKK.
I mean, the grits. The old lady still there.
And now look at where we're at right now. The Democrats are running the country. The former creators of the KKK. Now we're all fucking surprised that, hey, whoa, this is kind of racist, right? But no. Let's just undermine the minorities all the time and just say we're the good guys. We're trying to protect you. This sounds like a fucking sci-fi plot. It sounds like the shepherd guy who's just gonna fucking I'm the who's the fucking a Call of Duty Ghost thing where it's it was the idol guy that you loved so much and you trusted, and at the end he fucking kills you, some shit like that. That's a Modern Warfare 2.
Price?
Yeah.
Was it Price?
Yeah, no, it's Shepard. He fucking killed those two guys. He's like, I thought you were a friend. It's just that shit, dude. That's just fuck what we're doing. We're just going into this PC culture, and what it really is, it's a okay. I understand if there's offensive stereotypes, but some of these things are just so stupid. Land of Lakes. There's nothing offensive about Land of Lakes.
So what I'm thinking is, all right, you gotta follow me here. I'm starting to think that we're becoming more racist now, but we're bundling it up nicer. It's okay, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mexican, for everything we've done to you. We gotta treat you so special. It's so condescending, and does that make you feel okay, as you guys are people of color, does that make you feel better if someone's catering to you and treating you like a retarded child? Oh no, it's okay, cheese. We understand. It's okay.
You're Mexican. You don't know no better.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's more condescending. It's a way to find racism. Do racism again, but try to twist it into make it. If you point it out, you're the asshole. It's racism diet racism. You know, it's like a Diet Coke
Yeah.
racism. Because I think about it, like every time with like everything, especially with black people, like you know, they like literally pat them on the head, it's like, oh, you know, I'm sorry about that. You're just too dumb to understand that this is offensive for you. So we're gonna tell you it's offensive for you, okay? See, we know that you guys are sensitive, and you guys are probably gonna think like it's very condescending and fucking racist.
Or if the person or the black guy doesn't find it offending, they're like, "Oh, you're whitewashed."
Like,
Oh, no, all the time. I remember I had this theater teacher for my college course, and he was showing a play where it was making fun of Jews or something like that.
Mhm.
And then one of the students was like, I can't believe, like one of the white students, like not even Jewish, she's like, I can't believe you're showing this to the class, you know, it's making fun of Jews. And he's like, oh well, it's just portrayal, like this were plays were back then. And he's fucking Jewish. So like
That's kind of funny.
she's yelling at a Jew about showing a play that is showing Jews in a negative light, which he's aware of. He's not unaware of.
Yeah,
He's just showing
exactly.
it because of its he's showing it due its fuck, what's the word? It's what it means, like how meaningful it was in play history or some shit like that. It was very meaningful play. There you go.
And like I said, doesn't it feel so condescending that she was like, "Oh no, see, you don't understand how
You
bad
should
it
be
is."
offended. Yes, and that's what he
It's
said.
like,
I mean, he wasn't mad at her. He was like yeah, it was pretty funny. You know, someone was telling me I should be offended.
like I said, it feels even more racist. Like I'd rather someone just call me like a beaner or a wagon burner than fucking like pat me on the head like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Here you
Native."
go, Mr. Latinx.
I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
Sound like a fucking
Because like they
fucking
talk
cow.
down to minorities like us and like we're fucking children. Like it feels so fucking disgusting.
It's really gay.
It's so true.
I think she summed up. Yeah, it's really gay. But it's
And
that's what it is. It's literally racism packaged really nicely.
now don't misconstrue the shit we're saying. We're not saying blackface should be legal. We're not saying we should like hunt down minorities and kill them because I know
No,
how you guys will get this shit onto the other extreme. We're not saying that. We're just saying treat people like fucking people for once. Holy shit. Stop trying to shelter people. Stop trying to, you know, make other people feel better about themselves. Just treat them like a normal person and you'll be set. But guess what? We can never do that. We can never treat people like a normal person. Because as soon as we start treating people like a normal person, someone's going to want better treatment. And it depends. Like right now, it used to be the rich people wanting better treatment, but now it's the not rich people want better treatment. You can't have it both
they
ways.
always
You're
want better
either
treatment.
you have to be treated as a person in general. That's shit I don't fucking get. It's just so
Anyways,
simple.
whatever just Sam said, do the
Yeah.
opposite.
And that's what I think about Joe Rogan getting off of Spotify.
There we go. But yeah,
I can't.
let's bring back racism.
Might as well. No, I'd rather have you just call me slurs than literally just be condescending and talk down to me. Fuck you.
Let's make this place the 1950s again. All right.
All right, Squancho.
And then they cut. All right, nice.
All right, cheesy. I mean, Sam, are you done with your point, or?
Yeah, I'm done with my Joe Rogan off Spotify point.
Yeah, it's really bad, and the worst part is him apologizing and do this now sets a principle. Like I always, okay, so people always
I hope he
say
goes to Bumble.
don't
Whatever it's called.
apologize, which I do agree with, and a lot of people say, oh, you know, they hate that, but I agree with the don't apologize thing because now it sets a principle that any kind of joke you tell, like, you know, it'd be like, oh, well, you know, I'm a comedian, I'm just trying to joke. He's like, oh, yeah, well, Joe Rogan was a comedian, and, you know, he apologized first, so therefore you're in the wrong now.
I
It's like,
think
The perfect
I think apologizing is okay.
no.
It's not the
No.
best idea, but it's fine because you have those old like Warner Brother cartoons and Looney Tunes where you know
Yeah, who
they were
cares?
like depicting Asians like very racially
It's
stereotyped
funny.
with like big teeth and big
It's
glasses.
funny.
And but no, whenever they display it, they'd be like, hey, you know, this was history. This was what we thought was comedic at the time. It doesn't reflect our views now. We're just, you know, not censoring it to show what it was. Because we're not trying to change the fact that it was racist, right? We're not
Yeah,
trying to
it's
say we're
funny.
better
Yeah,
people
it was
about
funny.
it. That's just what it was at the time, and that's how it should be. But you
And
can't really do that with a podcast that's already been done. You can't just say, "Hey, my name's Joe Rogan," and like every single fucking time.
because now people are gonna throw in your face and like, oh well, Joe Rogan's racist. No, he's not. But now that he apologized for it, they're like, oh, see, he knew he was doing something wrong, so clearly he was a racist. Now
No, he just
I
doesn't.
always
The thing is, he just doesn't agree with the things he said. I mean, that's fine. That's fine for you to say. It's fine for you to say you don't agree with shit that you said.
I think apologizing is the worst thing you can do because
it really is.
yeah,
I don't think so.
Like
Apology-
I understand apologizing, like who gives a shit? How many millions of dollars? But then start saying like a principle for the rest because Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's at the top of the podcast list now.
I don't think it does.
No, he is.
No,
Because,
yeah.
And
Oh,
now,
he is, but I don't think it sets a principle.
It's
No, it does because now people are going to point to, well, Joe Rogan thinks it's offensive now. So why? What's your excuse?
Well, why isn't it offensive? I think it's offensive to say
Sam.
the N word if people don't like me saying the N word. That's just
Like-
a typical
Who cares?
offense.
Okay, Sam.
He
Sam,
wasn't like
That's not telling jokes.
Sam. Like a great man once said, "This is a
Mhm.
slippery slope. All right?
Slippery slope. Yes, that's what he said.
This is gonna cause a slippery slope. All right. Now I can't say the N word. What are they gonna take next? The faggot word?
What I think is if you tell a joke and it has a word that people don't like and you keep telling it to them, what they're gonna be happier? No, it's not. It's fine to change it. But it's not fine to like, just get rid of it all. Like it never existed.
Apologizing's for pussies. That's all I gotta say.
I don't think it was the right move. I don't think it's a wrong move. I don't think you're redeemable for apologizing.
it's still kind of bad. Like I understand it, but it's still bad. Like it really affects people who are just.
All he's
Every-
saying is that he
everybody.
doesn't align with those views, and that's fine. You probably have views you don't align with that you used to have like fucking what, 18 years ago? Fuck. 16 years ago? It's a part of being a human.
I used to think women were really cool and they should be
Yeah,
respected.
epic.
back then.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I'm
See?
like, yeah, that's a
And would you apologize for saying that?
Yes.
Yes. See?
Yeah.
No,
I get
actually,
my- I get
I'd
my
be
shit
like, you
ready.
know what? That's what I thought at the time. I'm not sorry. I was
Mhm.
dumb and ignorant. Now my eyes are open now.
Oh,
I
so now
really-
you're
I
gonna,
third eye
I hate
open.
those stupid fucking women now.
you're
Those
gonna
dumb
go to those
bitches.
women. You're gonna be like, I'm sorry for hating you. I shouldn't apologize if Joe Rogan. If
No,
I
I'm
learned
like, I'm
anything.
sorry. I
No.
was too young to
Uh-huh.
articulate my hatred for your gender. I'm sorry.
And I mean, that's fine to apologize if he truly believes what he
Yeah,
said.
no, but in
was a
reality, no,
mistake.
I don't care. I mean, but it sucks because he's like a big figurehead, and now people
Yeah.
are going to use that as a point to censor media. Because if he apologized for it, then now it's like, oh well, clearly you did something wrong if you apologized for it. It's like, fuck, dude. They're gonna use that. Watch now. They're gonna use that as a point now.
When have they? Okay, but the real question is, when have they not taken things out of context? Like at this point, you're just used to it.
That's the problem.
Yeah. He
The fuck
apologized
you
for
mean?
him
Oh, you're just
saying
used to
Arnold
it. It's fine. Just
Schwarzenegger.
lay down and fucking die.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, black people, am I right? All right, moving on.
Oh, if you're gonna choose races you hate out of the bat, that's fine. And
Alright.
we have black listeners, but go ahead, choose.
All right, now people, you already know what time it is. It's time for Queso's Corner. Queso's Corner.
You hear the
Thank
zero
you,
people
thank you.
cheering. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Did we ever decide? Okay. So according to Mike, the recording that should be out today, there was zero incentives, or like not incentives, but like consequences for losing. So we're gonna make it up next week. Is that good?
Good.
Good.
All right.
I
So
got one.
we'll have it done. We'll have it done by the next week this video comes out.
But I have one idea which I want to share is we're gonna review. Someone has to listen to an episode of the Rubberneckers and
Yes.
review it. And
No,
give
that's actually gonna be Cheese's punishment. Cheese, you're gonna have to review an episode of the most recent Rubberneckers and
Dude,
send it. You're gonna have to send it to John and Dave.
Can I
And
do
it has to-
something?
It has to be honest.
Can I do something while I listen? Or do I have to actively listen?
You have to only listen to the Rubberneckers so you don't miss anything.
And at
I
least
want
give
you
like
to be.
a 5-minute review. Like give a synopsis and what you thought about
No,
it.
give us a good review, a good thought out review. Make it seem like you listened to it for at least 2 times.
Oh god.
Okay, pretend. Okay, I know you're not in college, but pretend that we're your professors, and that's our video report we have for you.
All right. Well, I'm also for that, right? Or anything, any of our punishments, I believe it should be uploaded to the
We'll
our
send it to
main.
you. We'll
Yeah,
send it to you.
send it to me and I'll upload it onto
And
YouTube.
for Mike's will start our standard. So whatever we think up of together, that will be Mike's, and it will stay the standard from then on. Because we can't just keep doing the rubberneckers.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
That would
We
be
do all of it.
hilarious.
Like, how many podcasts does Judge Amigo do? You could just go through every podcast and review
Um,
something.
I wouldn't
Get
mind doing
rotated.
Brand X,
Boomer Bunker. There you go. I'll do
the
that one
Boomba Bunk,
next.
the Gaslighting Pod.
No,
We're
if
not here
it,
to give shout outs, but go on to your corner. I just wanted an update on the because I know last week we didn't know what the fuck to do.
yeah.
So
Okay.
that was just an update. Continue with the cheese wedge.
All right. This is the Cheese Wedge podcast. Oh wait, no, side corner. All right.
The cheese wedge is a corner, but okay.
All right. Am I the asshole? Right. Am I the asshole if I ask my brother not to bring his husband to my wedding? So the title makes me sound bad, but please let me explain. I'm getting married in June. My fiance is amazing man who I love very much. His parents, on the other hand, are religious nuts. They are extremely religious and traditional. His mother is currently making my life hell, demanding a traditional wedding. My brother is gay. He is married with a 3-year-old niece. You see where I'm going here. I'm not homophobic. I love my brother, his husband, and my niece very much. The fact is, my fiance parents, along with being religious nuts, are extremely homophobic. And I know if my brother's there with his husband, they will say or do something that will cause a scene. So would I be an asshole if I ask him to come with put his husband? My fiance does not share his parents' views. He is in fact think I'm an asshole for even thinking this. Again, I'm not homophobic. I love my brother very much. I just want the perfect wedding. Is that so wrong? Edit. It's oh good.
No, you go ahead.
Well, no, we'll do our thing and we'll do her edit because she wrote that out
Alright.
and then she thought it out.
Okay, so what I think is I do okay, hold on. I don't want to say whether or not she's yet because there's an edit. But I will say, why the fuck did she say a 3-year-old niece? So that's their kid, right?
I'm guessing that's their
Then
kid.
they don't have a 3-year-old niece. They have a 3-year-old daughter. Fucking idiot.
My brother is
And-
gay. He is married with a 3-year-old niece. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's a 3. Because I thought, okay, maybe she has a kid. Why would she mention he has 3-year-old? But no, then she called it her niece. So it's their kid. So,
Okay, so first of all, she's a piece of shit. Unless this fucking husband of hers is like literally like sticking like inanimate objects up his ass at the wedding, then yeah, sure, then don't invite him.
or he's
Yeah.
like a gay Hollywood stereotype where it's just like, oh my god, oh how look at the dresses, like shit like that. I wouldn't want them at my wedding.
There's annoying gay people. There's annoying gay people that I
The
can't
only
stand.
gay people I hate are the ones who are a Hollywood stereotype, and I think they only exist like when you're in like schooling because like they don't know any other kind of gay person. They just know the annoying gay people. Because like gay people are people, but they choose to act like an annoying gay person when they're younger, like
No,
super high pitched voice,
someone who's in LA
talking about what
and
people are
been around a bunch
dressing
of gays,
like.
man. Nah, faggots are annoying. Especially if
They
they're
are.
Latino, like gay people, dude. They're so annoying. They always think they're hot shit. They always think they're cool, and they're just the most cringiest fucking losers imaginable.
That's the thing. Like I just act like a person. That's the same thing with like trans people. Just act like a person. Stop making what you are like your personality.
So
Just be
I
a
understand
person.
you're saying like the Hollywood stereotype,
Yeah.
but problem is homos don't have many like idols to look up to.
I
They
know.
look up to those
That's what I
guys,
said.
look
Yeah.
up to those losers, and they replicate that, and they
That's
think
why
they're this sassy bad boy loser. Like, nah, dude, just go hang yourself.
that's
If
why
he's
it's in
annoying,
schooling. That's what I was saying. Like in high school, middle school, like that's always the gay people. Like every single gay person I met while a kid or in high school, they were always like flipping their hair around, wearing very tight clothing, talked in a high pitched voice, even if they're fat. Every single time.
okay, so I'll tell you this: there are some, like as an adult, there are some cool gay people, but they usually don't hang out with women. The ones that hang out with women want to mimic the actions of women, and they just make it more obnoxious.
Okay.
Everything you hate about a woman, they literally increase
Maybe
it
that
by
makes
100%.
sense now.
Because the gays who hang out with women all the time, they replicate what they're doing and make it a million times more annoying. On the other hand, if you like know a gay guy who's just like ass blasting men and hanging out with gay men, those are usually the fun gay guys.
All right.
Usually, because they're not around women and mimicking the annoying parts of being a woman.
So PSA, for all gay people, if you want to have our favor,
don't hang around women. Don't be a loser.
Yes, don't hang around women all the time. And just hang out with men. So you're actually, we can talk to you, and you don't have a high pitched voice.
But don't be like a sports gay guy.
Yeah, and don't try to kiss me in the mouth, because that would be weird. That would totally be unokay with that. Anyways, continue with this Reddit article.
Teams, if that's
this is an article. All right. Yeah.
Edit.
Edit. Okay. The edit is disinvited my in-laws is not an option. I wish it was. They pay for the whole wedding and everything. That was the edit.
Okay, that's stupid. Yeah, so she's the asshole. Just let him in. It's going to be one day.
Yeah,
they can piss their pants about it. That's fine.
Special day, though.
Oh my god, I can't wait for my wedding. If my in-laws are arguing with my gay
Brother-in-law?
my gay brother-in-law, I don't know if my best day will be the same.
I don't fucking care. Just get onto it. Whatever. It's just one day.
Bitch, you just sit them in the back.
And guess what? You probably didn't even want to talk to your in-laws that day. So if they're pissed off with you, what's the matter? You weren't going to talk with them more if they weren't.
They're not pissed off with you. They're pissed off with fucking Homo Henry over there. There's fun.
Okay, look, just tell them you didn't mean to invite them, and you can just lie. Just be like, "Oh, I didn't know he was gonna bring him. Oh well." And be like, "Hey, I'm so glad you brought him, dude. I love fucking Hector. He's the life of the party." And that's it.
Hey, I knew he was married, but I didn't know he was married to a guy. Just do that. Just do that.
Am I right, guys? Just like lie, dude. Just lie between your teeth. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm like 60% sure because it's a woman. Reddit said not the asshole, but I still think she's
the asshole. No,
she's definitely an asshole. Let me have faith in Reddit for one time.
Okay, so both of you guys say asshole.
Yes.
All right, drum roll, please. She's the asshole.
Okay, wow. Yep. I didn't think they would actually have a good take. Holy shit.
Well, this year, hey, gay man, bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you don't like gays. You can't be homophobic on the internet. Forget. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next.
I think she's a piece of shit. Fuck that.
All right. I'm keeping count.
Oh, it's 1-1 right now. I'll keep count.
All right, thank you. I didn't want to keep count. All right. Am I the asshole for blowing up when my mother-in-law brought an emotional support goat into my house?
So, goat and blowing up, Arabic. This is what I'm getting.
Emotional support goat, like greatest of all time, or the fucking animal, the goat?
I think it's an animal.
It's emotional support goat. I don't think she has fucking Kendrick with her.
Emotional support guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel about him. If I had an emotional support goat, I'd be like mad at the time. Like, how am I going to take care of this goat? But I mean, I have a goat, so it's like kind of cool. Like, I'd be okay with it after the first week. I would be happy about it after the first. I hate goat cheese. But I'd be happy about it after the first week. I'd be like, dude, I got a goat.
I got a goat cheese.
I got a goat.
All right.
Goat cheese sucks. Goat cheese.
I'm a house man. Like, I don't want a dog. I wouldn't want a fucking goat.
Yeah, but then it would eat your furniture and shit. Like, eat your.
Yeah, it's even worse. At least the dogs, they just fuck it up, or
yeah,
they
but
disgusting hair on it. But the goat fucking up my actual furniture. That's pissing me.
That's true. No one does ask what the goat's doing. The goat's just eating, dude.
All
right. My mother-in-law has never liked me, and we have a real clashing personalities. My husband does have a spine, and he does stand up for me, but we've come to realize that he does need her in his life. So all three of us have come up with some compromise and boundaries. Mother-in-law has PTSD for most of the time I knew her. It was very repressed, but she recently had another traumatic event and is now struggling. She is very codependent and has a hard time being around us without her husband. So I made a rule that she can bring one of her comfort animals. Honestly, I'm a huge neat freak, and I'm not a huge animal person. But mother-in-law can emotionally regulate better and resist the urge to bully me if she has a pet. Well, mother-in-law came over the other day and brought a fucking goat. I didn't open the door for her, or I would have stopped her, but she let this goat through my house. She had a shit-eating grin. Sometimes I think she acts out so she can get kicked out versus having to admit she doesn't want to come. I immediately told her to get the goat the fuck out.
That's awesome.
You got to go the fuck out of my house.
They told her to get that goat the fuck out. All right. Mother-in-law said, but it's her comfort goat. I snapped at her that her jokes aren't funny, and does she enjoy being a burden on her son? She clapped back that if she is a burden, she will leave her with her goat. I told her to go ahead, but my dad wanted to pet the goat. So mother-in-law ignored me and brought it over. I began shrieking at her, telling her to get out. I feel a little bad because I think I scared the goat. I ran the door as she was leaving and told her to never come back.
What the fuck?
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. My husband texted her to rip her a new one, and mother-in-law said that I comfort animal and never specified. Then her husband posted a passive-aggressive social media post with the goat and said, "Who wouldn't love this face?" Well, actually, someone today ignored the bitches. Owen, goat's name. My parent thought I overreacted. She had a long history pushing my buttons and for her entertainment.
That's on you, bitch. You should have fucking specified. If you know your mother-in-law is such a bitch, then fucking that's on you. You should have been like, all right, you could bring a small animal, not no wild weird shit.
Yeah, but then she would have brought like a rat, and it would have like a bunch of rat babies, and then their house would have been rat infested.
Whatever. But actually, I would rather have a goat, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, that could have been the next big hero rat, though.
No, that's big pimp
That's
rat,
big.
dude. He's fucking all the other wild rats and then making rat babies to infest the house.
Hero-lings.
Hero-lings, not sidekicks.
No, hero-lings.
That's fucking retarded.
No,
I'm
I think
conflicted. Go ahead, Mike.
I think she's an asshole because first of all, like you said, invite an animal. You should have specified. You already said your mother-in-law is like a bitch and is gonna fuck with you. You should have known. You should have known the risks.
So not the asshole is what you said.
Yeah, not the asshole. Fuck you, bitch.
What about you?
Wait,
Sam?
okay, she's not the asshole because she should have known.
No. I'm saying
She is the
I'm
asshole.
repeating
Oh,
what
okay.
Mike said. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not saying. What you said. I need to know yours.
No, I know, but you said not the asshole, but Mike said asshole.
No, Mike said not the asshole.
No, he said asshole.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
man,
I misheard.
she should have known better, stupid bitch.
See? There.
Okay. All right. What about you, Sam?
I'm conflicted because like she's like a neat freak and shit. But I would be pretty mad if like had it. I don't know. For like the meme of it, I kind of like a goat, but if I had to actually take care of a goat, I'd be pretty pissed.
But
And
that's
like the mom sounds like a fucking pain in the ass, and even the husband sounds like a pain in the ass. So he's codependent on his mom after like I need him in our house. Like, dude, what the fuck? What?
yeah. I think she should go homeless and come over.
And she still has like her husband. It's not like she's by herself in a house. Like, oh, she's lonely. Like, okay, fine. But no, she has like her husband, so they can just live on their own little fucking shack in Arabia with their fucking goat. But I think shit, okay. I don't know what to think because I can't even do this from like a logical perspective because I think Reddit meme, haha, funny goat. They would probably say asshole. So I think asshole. I'm going for asshole.
She's an asshole because think about it. If it's her pet, you should lay down the rules. It's your pet. You take care of it. I'm not doing it.
She's old though, and then the husband's gonna be like, oh.
Well then, husband,
take
you
care
love
of the pet.
you love your mom. You're a bitch boy. You go clean it up.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So.
But we can't call him an asshole because he's not the verdict here. He's not the guilty party.
He's a loser, not an asshole.
Yes, I'm aware.
So what is everyone's answer?
Oh, I think we both went for asshole.
Okay, is that true, Mike?
Yeah, asshole. She's doing
okay. Survey says not the asshole.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
What?
Oh,
Yep. They said she's not the asshole, and they're saying the mom was trying to get make a rise out of her, or like trying to.
I think that's a stretch.
What race is she? Because if she's like a Middle Eastern bitch,
she's definitely she's probably married to an Arabic because it's the mom
or married to the
goat.
husband.
Yeah.
One person right here said, "You said she had a big grin and made the point to say that you never specified. She did it on purpose to piss you off, while also making a mockery of support animals."
I should have known the Redditors would take that.
Oh, but what if she was smiling because she was
this guy plugged in another subreddit.
Yeah, she was just happy about her support animal being there. She didn't think she'd be able to get the goat, her favorite.
Yeah, he also says, "I'm gonna go look at r/malice compliments and for her story with some popcorn."
These guys are fucking gay, dude. These should go kill
I,
themselves.
that's why I didn't know what they would think because I can't think this retarded. Making fun of support animals. I never thought anyone would see that as a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, all the blinded deaf people who need dogs fucking really mad on Reddit, not being mad for other people. Fucking retards wasted. You know what is, I don't know, it's called Reddit. Reddit retard sounds exact same fucking same, dude. Holy shit, fuck them.
Wait,
I hate you guys.
retard Reddit.
Yes.
I really don't know the, Alright.
Correlation there.
Yeah. Alright, this
Hey.
one's kind of long, but I think it's pretty good. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay child support until my rights are established?
No.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nope. Right away, just say no.
Alright.
Ooh, I don't know what Reddit will say though.
Nope.
This is like this is like Family Feud. You got to see what the audience says.
Alright, wait. Alright, let's calm down. Alright. I, 29 male, used to date my ex-girlfriend Jane, 30 female, until I caught her with my ex-friend slash roommate Ted, 32 male. We broke up and I moved back into my home state and never spoke to either of them again. Most of our mutual friends ended up overlooking the matter since Jane and Ted were in love and planned on getting married, so I cut them all off and just moved on with my life. Fast forward to now, and I'm in a much better place in a high paying salary and just proposed to my girlfriend Ashley, 26 female. Life was going great for me. And I'm not a big social media user, but I did make a post about my engagement, and one of the few friends I kept from my past saw, and I passed the information along to Jane and Ted. Jane attempted reaching out with fake profiles, but I ended up deleting my account, but not before I told her, and I just wanted to live my life. Between then and now, plenty of times have Jane realized that she was pregnant and contact me about it, or even come after me for child support. I thought she was making up some wild story to get me to talk to her, so I got a lawyer to send her an official letter to leave me alone. Then the lawyer came back with pictures of the 5-year-old boy who bore a resemblance to me. Turns out Jane was pregnant, but her and Ted thought the baby was his because they didn't always use condoms. While I did and opted not to say anything, they got married, and Ted is the legal father, but when they tried to have more kids, it turned out Ted is sterile. Jane and Ted decided. It was until Jane came across my account and saw how nice my life was, because despite already writing this in the post, people are still somehow missing it. Ted is the legal father and is on the birth certificate.
Oh, that's on him.
And is still married to Jane, so as far as the American courts are concerned, I have no right to the child. But that also means Jane and Ted can't force me to pay child support. Jane and Ted want me to have no contact with the kid whatsoever, but still discreetly send them money because Ted doesn't want anyone to know that he can't reproduce.
No, fuck him. You're not the asshole. Fuck this bitch. Fuck that guy. He wanted to sign off and be that kid's father. That's on him. If he never signed anything, you fucking don't have to pay that fucker's shit. Let that kid get beat up or molested by Ted or whatever.
Fuck, I'm in a mix of words. Knowing that Reddit is nothing but beta cucks who probably don't have legitimate kids are wondering how they could have gotten black into their kid when they're both white. I don't know. Maybe they could vote for personal experience. Maybe they could just vote out of being a sane person, but that's a rough estimate when it comes to Redditor. I think that he is not the asshole. I'll start with my beliefs since I today I don't know. I don't know what the Redditors would think.
He's not. No fucking way.
That's 2 votes for not the asshole again.
Jeez, you guys are just, you think alike. Is that the final
Yeah.
answer? All right. They are not the asshole.
Whoa.
That is shocking.
2-2.
Not the asshole. Yep.
Oh no, it's 2-2. Yeah.
I agree. He's not the asshole. What? He did nothing wrong. He just left.
He just he wanted rights to the kid if he was going to pay child support, and they don't want that because the guy is too afraid of calling himself impotent. which is I mean, it's fine.
That's your
I mean,
problem, buddy. Fuck
I would
you.
I would rather be called impotent than like have a small penis. If anything,
Yeah.
like there's worse things to be called than like, oh, we can't have kids.
I think that's it for now.
Okay, so that means she loses because we tied.
Yeah. Because we're already at an hour 33
That's
minutes.
fine. So Cheese was a loser on the cheese wedge. All right.
That's
So
All right, so who wants to close this out?
you have to do that Rubberneckers review, and you have another punishment coming right after Mike's.
Just to let you know, guys, the official R.
Stop
R
saying
slash-
official.
It's the official r/I'm not the asshole, or am I the asshole?
No, it's the cheese corn. You came up with these all yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one too. There's multiple. There's everyone's the asshole, or you're the asshole, not the asshole, or not enough information. Just giving those.
AMA is so much better. Am I the asshole or something like?
Yeah,
Or we
that's
should just change it to say, "Is this guy a fucking loser?"
Well, they're on Reddit, so I'd always have to say yes.
No, well, they don't know that.
I think I would lose. Yeah, I think I would lose because I'd always say yes, and they would probably say no
That's
sometimes.
fine.
all right.
Do all the punishments. That's cool. You're gonna close
For
this
my
out.
beliefs. Yeah, who's gonna close this out?
Do you want to close this out, Sam? I brought us in. You can close this out.
Yeah, you
Mike?
know, I always have to, carry at the end. I think that's true belief.
Yeah, what's your rifting? Yeah.
I think our rifting was the best part of this episode. Thank you very much.
No,
But
really.
he allows me to
Snapper was awesome.
if you allow me to close this door, get your foot out of the way. Thank you everyone for tuning in into this other shit show thing we call a podcast. It now has an RSS feed, unfortunately.
It's been had an RSS feed since episode 3.
So I didn't know that.
Two.
So I've been your 49% shareholder of the show.
33. Correction, 33.
Sam the man. And we have Mike, the guy everyone apparently likes, with the other 49%.
Mike, the editor.
That's how Cheese abuses him. And we have Cheese, the one that some people
Cheese.
remember.
Cheese, the YouTuber, the philanthropist, the the leader, the queso, ultimate, yeah, ultimate cheese.
That's been the ECP. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for listening, and have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Also, you know what they call cheese in Paris?
What they call it?
Le fromage.
Le fromage. Man, it's like those French guys have a whole other language.
Yeah.
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 Yeah.